It's Friday. In here, let's make some adjustments. What's going on, everybody? Friday, the Nooner, episode 97. We were at 96 yesterday. Today's 97. We are 3 episodes away from breaking the 100. Man, that's exciting. I've done 100 of these things almost. How's everybody doing today? Welcome, welcome. Episode 97 of the Nooner. Today we're going to be talking about what is the cost of hiring the wrong person. So if you're a business owner or a manager or a leader in your organization, this will have tremendous value for you. I'm going to give you a couple tips on what you can look for in the right person, and then some strategies that you can employ to find the right employee. So that'll be fun. And let me introduce myself to you. My name is David Bradley. I am your host. Who's that? Oh, I thought so. Hey, Nick, what's up, man? Good to see you. Happy Friday to you. You guys setting up for a big weekend? What's going on today? Thank you for the favors and the restreams, you guys. Appreciate that. Love all the support you guys throw at me. Really appreciate that. But yeah, hey, as Nick just retweeted, man, we're going to be talking about the cost of hiring the wrong guy or gal. Okay? Have you done it? Sucks. It's painful. It hurts on multiple levels. It's painful. It hurts on multiple levels. So we'll dig into that a little bit today. What's the Nooner about? So every weekday, Monday through Friday, assuming I'm not with clients, assuming I'm not tied up, I like to pop in here at 12 o'clock noon Pacific Standard Time, and I'm going to drop a noontime nugget about either sales or business or life. The way I see it, the way this is laid out for me, is you've had some food for your body today, you've had some fuel for your body. I want to give you some fuel for your mind, some piece of motivation or inspiration that you can take with you into the rest of your day, maybe even your week or your month or your year or your life. But motivation is fuel. That runs out, so you got to keep it flowing. So my goal on these Nooners is just drop in here, put a little motivation on you, give you a little bit of a noontime nugget, as I like to call it. Something that we're going to talk about. It's going to either lean towards sales, business, or life. So that's what we're doing today. We'll be talking about hiring the wrong guy or gal. And let me introduce myself to you proper. My name is David Bradley. 3 things you want to know about me. I'm a sales and marketing manager with Cardone. I'm going to be at my 5-year anniversary in March. Grant's technology took me from barely surviving in sales to thriving in it. And so I got an opportunity to share this with other people. Man, I was all in. So what we do, Cardone Training Technologies, we work with individuals and large corporations alike. We help increase production, profitability, and satisfaction in that company, usually to the tune of 15 to 30%. Our target is to show that result in the first 90 days. And the first thing we do is we go in there and we look to find and then handle missed opportunity. If that's something of value to you, if that's something of interest to you, if I can help, please reach out. David@grantcardone.com is my email address. You can call direct, 310-777-0352. 2 other things on me. I'm the author of a book called How to Stop Smoking Without Killing Anyone. Speaking of retweets, there we go. I smoked cigarettes for about 15 years. Could not quit to save my life. I found a way to stop, though. But there's a huge difference. Hey, somebody just popped in. I should say hello to be polite. Lamar, welcome. Thank you. Welcome. Appreciate you being here. We're going to be talking about the cost of hiring the wrong person today. You've tuned into the Nooner, and thanks for being here. So yeah, I couldn't quit. I tried, found a way to stop, wrote a book about it. If that's you, and this will apply to any habit. So if you got something that you're trying to get rid of, trying to unload, check that book out. StopDon'tQuit.com is the website. You can also go to Amazon. It's there, Kindle, hardcover, paperback, you name it, it's there. If you want to read it, it's all yours. Also makes a great gift if you got somebody in your life who's got a monkey on their back. Very inspiring book. Helping people. That's me. I'm in the help business. Third thing on me is I'm the founder of a hashtag called Rich Man's Gym. This is about home-based strength and conditioning for body, mind, and spirit. I do not believe you got to go to some cookie cutter gym to get in the best shape of your life. You can do that from home. You can do it at the park. You can do it in the garage. You can do it in the backyard. Anywhere you can lug a kettlebell, take a pair of dumbbells, hang some Olympic rings. That's your rich man's gym. So those are 3 things about me. That's a hashtag right now. So if you search that on Facebook or I think even plug it into Google, you can find some cool stuff. And I'm working on my 3rd book. Hopefully I can get that out to you guys in March. And I made that commitment here on the Nooner. So hiring the wrong individual. Who's done it? That ever happened to you? Right? It's happened to me. Happened to us. Let's see, what does James say? 5 years this year. Great. Good luck with your career in the future. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Love the support. Laura showed up. All right, now we can start. Where have you been? Thanks for being here, Laura. Thank you. So we're looking at, the cost of hiring the wrong person. So I'm going to drop a few statistics on you just so you've got something to take with you. If you have a sales organization, think about this think about how many employees you have, not just salespeople, because the way I see it, if you're a customer-facing employee, you're on the sales team. So everybody that works for you is a salesperson to one degree or another. They're either selling your customers on why they made a good decision to call, why they made a good decision to show up or walk in today, or why they should probably bail out of here right now and go somewhere else. It doesn't matter who that is. If they're a customer-facing employee, they're part of the sales team in that very aspect, okay? So, how many salespeople do you have? In other words, how many customer-facing employees do you have? So, if you're taking notes, hey, thank you, Lydia, for the favor and the restream. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Nice to see you. So, for those of you with employees, if you're taking notes, again, a customer-facing employee is a salesperson. So, just maybe make a note. How many salespeople do I have? Write that number down. How many of them are new? Brand new, green, maybe 6 months or less with you, maybe 6 months or less with the organization. And then think about this. If you look back over the years, have you ever hired somebody that, man, when you hired him, you're like, okay, this is a freaking rock star. I got the bomb diggity dude or dudette. Only to find out, relatively quickly that they're just really good at interviewing. Has that ever happened? So, or you ever hire somebody with potential but it just didn't click, right? Like they turned out to be a good employee, they hustled, but man, they just, So if you think about this for a second, the next thing you want to do now that you've written down how many salespeople you have, write down your lowest performer's salary, just so you know what that is. I just want you thinking with that number. Write down the lowest performer on the totem pole. Write down their salary. What did they make last year? Okay. And then I'm gonna freak you out if you're ready for this. So if you're not sitting down, probably do so. If you're driving, maybe pull over. A bad hire. This is from the Research Institute of America. A bad hire who stays less than 6 months costs on average $25,000. So I'll say that again. A bad hire who stays less than 6 months can cost you 25,000 simoleons, smackers, bucks, dollars. Okay? I don't have 25 grand laying around. Do you? No, that's expensive. The average company spends 5 to 10 times more to hire somebody than they do in training them. Okay, I'm just going to let that one hang there, right? So now entrepreneur, okay, if the 25 grand wasn't ugly enough, let me sweeten that for you a little bit. Or let me squeeze some lemon juice on that paper cut for you, okay? Check this out. Entrepreneur did a study. They found that the cost of salesperson turnover can be as high as 150% of their annual salary. So remember I had you write down what your lowest person did last year, what they made? What's 150% of that number? Even if we just use the 25 grand, what's 150% of $25,000? 75 large. One person. Okay? That doesn't include what I like to call the ripple effect. These are bad hires that interact with your clients. These are people that you really don't want talking to your clients. Okay? So check this out. If you've got a happy customer, you've got somebody that they love your company, they love doing business with you, they come back, they send you people, right? Not a lot, but they send a referral or two. You may get a nice write-up on Yelp if you're lucky, right? But you've definitely earned a customer. You've got a customer for life. You've got that good, solid person, okay? Those are out there, and they exist, okay? Now, most happy customers, they tell a few people, they send a couple referrals, they come back over and over and over again, okay? But you piss off a customer, dude, they tell everybody. They go out of their way. They make a concerted effort to make sure the whole world knows not to do business with you. You ever experienced this? Right? Go to Yelp. Spend some quality time reading Yelp reviews. You want to see some pissed off people? Go to Yelp. Okay? And or look at Google reviews. Yahoo. Anytime, any place there's a forum for people to go and just bus drive somebody, man, you will hear some things, and a lot of times it's excessive, wouldn't you agree? But man, that customer was rubbed the wrong way. What is the impact of that? Okay, so if you hire somebody who creates this negative experience for a client, what does that cost? That could be even more expensive than the 25 grand or the 150%. So then that brings us back to this whole training aspect. The average company spends 5 to 10 times more to hire somebody than they do to train them. And when you finally lose them, it costs 150% of their salary plus the ripple effect, minimum 25 grand. That's one employee. Okay? That goes down 3-4 times a year. I know sales organizations that will hire 15 people and then let the cream rise to the top. So if only 3 survive out of that, that means that 12 were the bad hire. What does that cost? 25 grand times 12. Okay, now if you open up the books of a company, it's not going to show that. You can't necessarily quantify that, okay? But this is the reality of it. This is labor, this is time, this is impact on customer base, all of that, okay? So the question is, how do you make sure that you're hiring the right people? Because your customers, they're going to make a value decision on not just the company, right? Not just your location, but like the whole deal, right? There's been studies in the auto industry where people will decide that like Ford as the entire corporation of Ford sucks because of one bad experience. They'll never buy a Ford again because of one bad experience. Ford's off the table. Forget about it. Because of this guy, one guy. So that could be anybody. That's not a salesperson, right? That's your receptionist who had a fight with her husband last night, and her car payment is late, and she overslept and barely had time to make lunch for the kids, and because of that got stuck in some traffic and wasn't able to stop and get her half-calf, 3-pump, vanilla whatever, and now she's going to answer the phone? Okay, so what would it be worth? Here's where I'm going. What would it be worth to your company to know before you hire somebody what their character is? What would it be worth to know somebody's level of motivation before you hire them? Their willingness to learn, their ability to take instruction. What would that be worth to you? Well, based on these statistics, it'd be worth at least $25,000, wouldn't you agree? So one of the things that we did in our company, because this was an important piece to us, right? Because we do sales training. We reach out to sales organizations all over the world and say, hey, how can we help you with your people? And what are some key problems that you guys are facing? Well, this is it. Turnover, especially in sales. Turnover is massive, okay? And I believe one of the reasons for that is ineffective training practices. But also, we're just hiring the wrong people. We don't know. Just because a guy interviews well does not mean he's going to be good. And you can do personality assessments all day long. But here's what we do. So in our program, we give everyone that signs up and gets access to our online program gets their own unique username and password. And inside our program, if let's just use Cardone University as an example. Inside Cardone University, there's over 3 years worth of material for managers, leaders, salespeople to go in, not only build skill, get motivation, solve real problems in real time. Okay, so what we do is we have them give temporary access to their applicants, and these are short 3-minute videos, all of them. That's the average length of a video in our program, about 3 minutes. So these are short. So if I was interviewing somebody, let's say I'm interviewing Laura here. Laura, you want to be my guinea pig? That okay? So I'm interviewing Laura. I'm going to say, hey, Laura, appreciate you coming in today. Thank you very much for being here. So I'm a manager in a sales organization. I'd like to meet you again. Today's Friday, so can we meet on Monday? Yeah, that'd be great. Okay, why don't we meet up at 2 o'clock? Okay, sure, perfect, great, okay. So Laura, can you do me a favor? Between now and tomorrow, I want you to go to this website. It's called Cardone University. Here's a temporary username and password. I want you to log in. And I want you to hit our training center and watch 10 videos. I don't care what 10 you watch. You pick them. Totally up to you. Doesn't really matter to me. But when we meet again on Monday, I want to get your feedback on what you saw. Can you do that? And Laura would say, yeah, sure. So, and then she's on her merry way. Now, before my next meeting, hey, Lydia, thanks for being here. Sorry you got to go. We'll see you next week. Before my next meeting with this employee, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to some of the reporting inside Cardone University, and I'm going to look, because this will show me what a salesperson did. So I'm going to look and say, hey, did she do the 10? Did she go ballistic and do like, I don't know, 30, 40, 50? Did she only do 5? Did she do anything at all? Did she even log in? What does this tell me as a manager and a leader? It tells me what their character is, because number one, character is what you do when no one's watching. Tells me, are they open to taking instructions? Will they go the extra mile? Everything I need to know about this person as in terms of a character will be exposed in that experiment. So when they come back to meet with me, I do the final test. So what'd you think? No, they never logged in. And they're like, oh, I loved it. They only did 5. Dude, you only did 5. Why'd you only do 5? Right? Or, man, you did 30 of these things. You only had to do 10. I know, but I loved it. It was awesome. I can't wait. Okay? You get a real sense of their character, their hunger, their drive, their willingness to learn, ability to take instruction. You know, will they go the extra mile? That's what you want. You want someone that goes the extra mile, right? So, is this making sense? You guys picking up what I'm laying down here? Holy smoke. So if you want some more information on that, if you've got a sales team, you've got a business, and you want to make sure that you're bringing in the right people, and you want to see this, what I just explained, right? You want to see this for real in real time so you can put your fingers on it, you can touch it, smell it, taste it, reach out to me. I'm happy to show it to you. Phone number to get me at is going to be 310-777-0352, or you can email me, david@grantcardone.com. What are you hearing? What's making sense? So this has been episode 97 of the Nuna. We're 3 away from 100. I can't wait. So if you got any suggestions on what you'd like episode 100 to be, tweet it out to me at David R. Bradley on the Twitter, or you can email at david@grantcardone.com. Hey, I'm going to be traveling all next week, so I don't know if I'm going to be live or not. I got a lot going on next week, so I don't know if I'll be here on the Nooners. I will try and pop into Meerkat a couple times during that week. May not be at 12 o'clock noon Pacific Standard Time, but keep a lookout. If you're not following now, please do so. If you want to catch up on a previous episode, run over to youtube.com/Cardone Solutions. There's a playlist over there called The Nooner. There's 96 of them waiting for you to dig into. So have a killer weekend. Appreciate you guys being here. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you, James. Appreciate the positive remarks there. And we will see you soon. Be great, because nothing else pays. At least not much. Make sure you hire the right people, though. See you soon.